Yeah, I want to talk about trams and how they can help us to really show the problem we are facing in collection. So, hello everyone again. Let's talk about collection resiliency. Yeah, we have some kind of feature which would be nice to have, but it's kind of blocked on some some kind of dilemma. And it's really similar, or maybe you recognize this, trolley dilemma, and that's how it's called officially. It's kind of like a cool thought experiment about ethical problems, ethical questions. So what would happen if you would be in a situation where tram is incoming and, some people might be hurt, and you have sort of control to reduce that that kind of situation to maybe, that less people are hurt, but still they are hurt. And it's really like very difficult to figure out who are you then responsible? Should you do this or not? And it's not very easy to answer. And I think we sort of have this problem right now with collection resiliency. Take it with a grain of salt, of course. We are not killing people, hopefully. We are killing metrics or servers, but it's, maybe metric is so important that it actually causes planes to go down, then it's kind of important. So how to really map this out? If you imagine the tram is incoming data, it's, for example, when we are scraping the data, and you are, and the Prometheus, and the code we are developing, and configuration we are putting into Prometheus server to decide things, is this guy on the lever, and you know that Prometheus, you are this Prometheus process, and you know you are close to memory limit. You sort of have two choices here if you see a very expensive data incoming, and you are super close to memory limit. You see data like this, which have like very high cardinality, like dimension in it. You know things will go wrong. So tram is going definitely in the direction of crash loop, right? Your server will be down, your collection will be down, your likely querying will be down as well. So you have a choice. You can kind of maybe stop this scrape job. You could stop, maybe you can ignore this metric, this one metric. Maybe it will be better than killing the whole server. And it's actually not only Prometheus, it's also OpenTelemetry collector, any collector decision when we are pulling metrics. This is like difficult decision to make, because it's not easy to really tell what metric to kill, who should make this decision, because there is no good solution what happens when you kill those series. You don't know if it's important or not. And I want to show what kind of OTL is doing. And OTL, of course, have this. It actually kills random, let's say, pushes. On the push side, it's a little bit more easier, because when you push, you kind of expect, or you are receiving pushes, you are kind of expecting that people kind of retry. So sort of maybe you can slow down for a second and clients can retry, but eventually they will kind of collapse, because the client cannot buffer unlimitedly. It has to kind of collapse. So essentially, this push receiver memory limit is kind of pushing the problem somewhere else, right? Okay, it's not my problem. Actually, yeah, you do it. I just cannot commit to this. Find another collector. So that's kind of like a benefit and downside of the push. So they don't need to make this decision, right? They're not killing anybody. It's like client kind of like have to deal with stuff. But we have a problem, and essentially, I just want to clarify this problem and kind of make any progress towards solution. And we need really your feedback as a user. What would you like to do, right? We have a bunch of things we could do. We could kind of maybe have some flashing early, like garbage collection, kind of early compaction to just, like reduce the memory for some sacrifice of like, I don't know, like a block size in the storage. Maybe we could actually slow down scrapes. So kind of like maybe, okay, you want every second metric, every 10-second metric interval, maybe make it 1 minute for a bit. I mean, maybe your monitoring should be fine, right? But then actually samples is not the main memory usage factor or contributor. Actually, it's new series, so cardinality. So maybe you don't add more series, or maybe for certain series. But then there's so many questions, and all of those, there's no perfect solution. But my point is like, let's iterate, let's have something dumb, naive, and iterate over it. Let's make sure we get your feedback, if it's useful, if you know what to kill. In my opinion, we should have it, because I think we should kind of kill one metric, then the whole server, and I think we should have something. in my opinion, behind optional kind of flag. And I think in the future we are talking about telemetry health. So every metric would be, we are talking about schema, it would have additional information about criticality of this metric. Hey, these pieces of metrics are critical because it's auto-scaling, because it is, super important alerting metric, don't kill it, right? But there are some experimental metrics, yeah, you can kill, like my collection will survive. So you could do it based on label. Yeah, thank you.